Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Hearts. Last time we explored the first two of these trials. This time, Alice and Margaret, they've got a job to do. Let's get that done. And here we have Baigu. Baigu is the second of the bosses that we have faced in here, and he's also the second of the three corpses enemies that I mentioned last time. This one is described as she who causes palpitations of the heart, asthma, and melancholy. I'm not sure what this flavor text is actually doing, but some of it is really, really weird. Unfortunately, unlike with Yuri, I'm not very good with Margaret's ring, so I've left Alice in the front row to actually deal some damage herself, because she's not that much weaker than Margaret is. This guy can inflict paralysis, hence why we have the rosewood bracelets, which I went over in the previous episode. Again, it looks familiar to something we'll see later on in the game. Unfortunately, oh wow, I got a perfect. That's very rare. Unfortunately, there's not really much else we can do since we don't have access to our spells. So we're just... Oh, really? I'm bad with the ring today. Probably not the best thing to do in a boss fight is be bad on the ring. How? This is one of the downsides of putting Alice in the front row, because she is squishy, and this guy's got pretty powerful physical attacks. So, if you're worried about taking too much damage in the fight, then don't put her in the front row. Basically, if you ever need to heal, Alice is the one that should do it. Oops. Jeez, I can't even get that right. No perfect for me today. Yeah, try and get that strike zone on the first hit for sure. This guy has 380 HP, not as much as the previous boss, but just kind of be aware. This one is also light-based, as you might be able to guess by the colors that we're seeing. We're good enough. We can go for some attacks. But yeah, it's not the most interesting boss fight in the world, because we have two characters that aren't doing a lot of damage to somebody with relatively high physical defense, and it's just not, I don't know, all that interesting. It's just keep beating on it until it falls down. Which it just did. So that's good. Still not a long boss fight by any stretch. Those are for later in the game. And this time we get a Coral Lariat, which is different from the Jade Lariat that we got previously. We did her. Sure thing. Aw, poor baby. Now what? I'm not gonna say anything. The door now opens. Cool. Which means, meanwhile, once again, the guys are sitting there taking a break. Actually, they kind of are easy. They specifically designed them so that two characters can handle it. All be able to go there together. Cool. God, I love the music in this game. Yeah, they finally decided, okay, let's have a little background. The fox face, the fox mask that Yuri was wearing in the flashback, and that fox face wears over his face now, represents a festival. They don't say which, but it's from Yuri's past. Well, we have a basic idea. Well, that's not too surprising. You're part of the, I'm not sure if you're part of any Chinese military, but The Japanese weren't endearing themselves too well to you guys at that point, so it's understandable. Oh yeah, sounds kind of like Yuri. Interesting. Built a good country with his own hands. Now you remember the, outrageous line we got from Zhuzhen before about him being, the one who killed Yuri's father? Well, here's further evidence, even though they don't come right out and spell it out for you, that it's just they were working together and his father ended up dying. That's basically got involved in Zhuzhen's problems with presumably Get Why. But it's nice seeing the whole generational thing here. Door opened. Perfect, so now we can move on. The last dungeon awaits. What do you mean another trial? I thought the trial was when we go in there. Hey! Now I can't heal or deal damage. Yeah, they seal both of you, but they can still be used in the field, just like spells could be used in the field over on the other ones, and no more fusion. Well, there goes my plan for winning every fight.
My son, a servant in the junk shop.
Junk shop?
This is an antique store.
Whoa, only antique I see is the billy goat there.
Lego? Mommy.
Hush up!
With that being said, one of the things I remembered to do before the previous fight there was to get the pedometer back, because we're going to watch that. And let's see here, the enemies that we're going to be running into, you don't use anything particular, and you use confusion. I don't think I have anything that protects against confusion, do I? No, I do not, but that's fine. I'm not particularly worried about that. We're going to give you a Western belt, and we're going to give you studded caps, probably fine there. Make sure someone has pedometer, brigadier rings all around, and this time, formation, we're going to put Zhuzhen in the front row as well, because Zhuzhen, unfortunately, isn't really going to be able to, use his spells from the back row. Might as well use your MP here for healing, just because we're not going to be able to do anything with it. Also, another good reason why we don't need a lot of tents in this area, because we don't, we're not going to use a lot of our MP. So anyway, for some reason, 3 trials on all 3, this is a tent each time, and each time we don't need a tent. So there's that. All right, so the final one here, we start here, we get that first item. And we go straight up here, go to the left. This will lead us to an empty treasure chest. Woo! So useful. Okay, I can't remember if I was on the other screen or not, because I went off screen for a little bit here. So anyway, we'll just keep moving forward here. Go this way. And now we have 2 paths. Over to the right leads to a dead end. Going this way leads to teleporter. And we have the new enemies. We have one of the new enemies. Ooh, a rarity around here, running into only one of our enemies, the Succubus Queen. Do I really need to explain to you what a succubus is? Probably not. Let's beat up a succubus first. A demon originally from Jewish myth. Takes female appearance to seduce men, often engaging in sex with them in their sleep to either draw them of their life essence or their semen. Zhuzhen still doesn't do a lot of damage. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. Not with these guys. These guys have 60 HP. These guys are water-based. well, I guess technically these girls. In modern adaptations, they usually depicted as beautiful and enchanting, but were traditionally frightening and monstrous in appearance, hence why these ones kind of look like palette swap of Ursula from before. And there exists a male counterpart called an incubus. Alright, so let's get in here. And I'm on the wrong page of the guide there, so let's go up here. And this one should be empty. There we go. Empty treasure chest, don't need that. And over here is a really pointless one. There's a purple teleporter over to the right there that basically just goes all the way to the left, which is not particularly useful. Alright, so we got a Theraseed there. And let's see here. We want to go over this way here. And that purple teleporter leads all the way down kind of to the south of the screen there. Here, we'll get an item. Soul Benediction. I'll go over all the items we've been getting once we get to the end here. Up to the north is a dead end. Here's an empty treasure chest. And so we're going to go down here. Remember that right passage for later. This leads us to a path that we already saw there. We already got that item. And so we'll go this way. This one should contain Mana Seed. Cool. Alright, there is one more enemy around here. We just haven't found it yet. By the way, going over here leads us back to where we took our last turn, where we missed that last right-hand turn. In case you were wondering, should be the last one before the teleporter, a Leonardo's Bear. Okay, for whatever reason I keep running to just the same guys from before there. Before we talk to Xiao Fang here, the one other note that I have on those succubi enemies from before is the Japanese name being a reference to a waterfall demon princess, a sorceress daughter of a historical warlord who was killed in a failed rebellion, used her powers to raise an army of yokai, or demons, to conquer Japan. Despite her powers, she was eventually defeated. But yeah, just another minor note there. You'll be watching. Need some items? No, I don't need any items. Oh, it's not. I don't think it's this one. Never mind. For whatever reason, depending on where you find him, certain things are different. You can buy other stuff from this guy if you want to. I don't need anything else. You could buy the confusion protection if you want it. Did we find one in here? I thought we found one in here. I am wrong. We do not find one in here. That's fine. No biggie. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Ignore him. Alright, down below is a purple teleporter that takes us somewhere I will mention in a moment. First, let's get the treasure chest here. A Seal of Wisdom. Seals are important. Make sure you get all of them you can. Alright, and then we'll head down here. We should find split path here. And so yeah, I want to go down here. All the way around the side there. And we'll go down this direction. Now, you may want to hold off on doing this until later. If you talk to him. Mighty sharp. What do you mean? Yes, you have to find him at this particular spot. Now, because we're not right next to a save point, I would highly recommend that you don't play this right away. However, they were nice enough to make it pretty simple to set up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save state in case this doesn't work. But from what I saw from a speedrun of this game, if you mash the button, you're guaranteed to get, or if you mash fast enough anyway, you're guaranteed to get the good prize on the first go. And I don't know if I mashed fast enough. Nope, I didn't mash fast enough. So this is why I made the save state, just because I wasn't sure if that was going to work. I probably didn't mash fast enough. If I was a speedrunner, I'd be able to mash faster. But anyway, we will keep moving on. I will go as I would do if I was on a console, and I'm going to go to the save point, and once we hit the save point, then we'll backtrack and we'll go get that. And I will show you the path that you will want to backtrack in case you do that as well, so you don't get lost. Alright, so now we're going to go north because we came out of the path to the right there. This leads to an empty treasure chest. And if we go up here, over to the right there, will reconnect us with the last split that we missed out on. If we go up to the top left there, that'll take us to the purple teleporter that we could have connected with. So we want to take this path, and we want to go down this way. And there should be a nice treasure chest here sitting in the darkness. A pure seed. And let's see, down here, there is an additional treasure chest. This one's important. The wood token, this is a key item. We can't actually proceed unless we get this. So valuables, I guess we'll show the star card since I don't think we've seen that in there before. And wood token, there we go. Displays one of the 5 yin and yang elements of wood. Use in opening mystical seals or barriers. Cool. Alright, so we'll go up here, and there should be one more item that we can get. And here's the other enemy, at long last. I don't know why it took so long to find this guy, but... let's see here. This guy is Brain Sucker. Let's see. Apparently the Japanese name for this guy is Mamlabo? Maybe that's not the Japanese name. Maybe that's just a reference. Anyway, it's a creature from Zulu mythology, resembling a large reptile that killed its victims by sucking their brains out, which earned it the nickname of Brain Sucker. Okay, you insist. This guy has 40 HP. He's not long for this world. Nothing particularly special about those guys, but they are Earth-based if you care about that. And let's see here. Let's go get the last treasure chest, and then I am going to we'll kind of move forward toward the end where I can actually save. So here's the last treasure chest here. The studded cap. We got one more of those. That's not too bad. Over to the left is a dead end. Down here is our last teleporter. Eventually. Eventually. There we go. And there's him again. But the thing is, here you don't get to challenge him to lottery. Okay. Shrine of the 5 Elements. When all 5 powers are gathered together...
When the 5 powers combine, they summon Earth's greatest champion, Captain Planet.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I had no choice. It set me up for it. Anyway, you need the power of the wood token. At least they tell you that you need it, and you need to insert it into the pentagram, and the guard will appear. Nope, I'm good. Make sure to use it at the altar. There you go. He'll say something else if you don't have the token there. So anyway, here's the save point. So I'm going to use this, and then I'll show you the trip back. Okay, we're back. So let's just make the most direct path back without taking all the different side paths. Ow, that fight hurt. If you get confused, you can use a normal attack on the confused character to pull them out of confusion. But that doesn't stop it when they get you know, Yuri gets confused right before his turn and then decides he's going to unleash a full barrage against Shuzhen. Yeah, does not go over well. So anyway, after the red teleporter, go up 3 screens. Then we want to go right and down. Oh, nope, not and down. And over, we want to go right twice and then down. Looking at the wrong part of the map, and then just go down twice and you should be here, and then we can get the item that we want from this guy, and if I miss it then we'll load up and we'll try again. Wow, mashing does not work, not for me anyway. I'm much better at getting it when I'm actually trying to instead of just mashing, because that was the first try of not mashing. I tried it mashing 3 times, and it didn't work for me. Anyway, we get the Flash Badge. Maybe I could try again. Yeah, you could try again, but only here. Just kind of be aware of that. Yeah, as you can see, I have to heal again because I had to reload. I'm not trying, you know, my best not to abuse save states when it comes to doing the ring like that, because, you know, it's a pain in the ass. But I don't think many other people are going to follow along and abuse the crap out of save states. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know. Let's see here. Equipment. We need to go over some of these new items that we've been getting here. Let's take a look at some of these things. Most of these are pretty much all the same. I can't remember which one we had before, but we've got them all now. Third key. Let's see. Elroy gave a vassal during a 20-day War of the Gods? Weird descriptions. I believe we've seen, oops. I think we've seen most of these by now. If not, then we'll get to, well, you haven't seen the white hair one, that's for sure. But it's nice to be able to kind of see what some of these do and get some of the flavor text out of the way there. There we go. Silver one. Let's see, we've got a bronze dagger. Bronze arrowhead. Witch's broth, if I didn't show it before, MP and SP. It can be useful in some fights there. There we go. Tea of the Healer. I think we already saw that one. I'm not sure if I went in and took a look at the picture, but we have now Soul Benediction. Cures all status abnormalities. Poison, paralysis, petrification, confusion, and silence. It's not technically all of them, but sure, that's fine. We already seen that one. Fairy's Sigh. I don't think we've seen that one. That one's new. Nice. I think we saw that one already. Pretty sure we've seen the rest of these. Talisman of Mercy, maybe we haven't seen that one. I like how, you know, with like Talisman of Luck, Talisman of Mercy, they're incorporating aspects of the kind of the Asian mythology or the Asian culture into things, you know, that items that we actually use. And then, of course, they have their seed and leaf section there. I haven't seen these before, I'm not sure. I know we haven't seen the mono ones. Hard shell, huh? Pretty sure we saw all the other ones. I'm not sure what type of plants these are supposed to look like, but I don't know. I like all the pictures we get there. And then as far as equipment goes, we've got a little bit of that recently as well. The Flash Badge, we just got that one. Agility up 25 points, which is massive. It basically doubles Zhu Zhen's agility. But the indicator speed goes twice as fast. Now, I've tried it. You can double these two up because 25 minus 15 is 10, but you're basically using 2 accessory slots for 10 agility. Rarely is that going to be particularly helpful. The Flash Badge is really, really, really good if you can do it. I can't. Speedruns of this game, I've seen them. They actually make great use of the Flash Badge as soon as they get it so that they can go faster. And the higher your agility is, the easier you can, you know, you'll get your turn first in every battle. You'll run away. Your runaway ability is based on your agility versus your enemies, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get that and go first. So really good for speedrunning. But in my case, not so useful. Jade Lariat we had before. The width and hit area increases 20%. That's fine. The Coral Lariat, that one is new. This one increases or slows the Judgment Ring by 20%. I'm not a big fan of this, mainly for the reason that I get muscle memory for the normal ring doing it as it goes through the game, and I'm usually fine with that. But if you want to try and use that, go right ahead. For me, I will be avoiding it. Have I shown? I don't think I've shown that bear. I tried using this in the fight against Foxface when he uses transfusions into Death Emperor and uses Dark Messenger. It does 999. I was wondering if that was in place of instant death. It's not. Doesn't help us. I think that's pretty much all of those. So anyway, I will get back to the save point, and next time we will challenge the final of the 3 bosses in the Temple Ruins. Anyone want to guess? It has something to do with the same thing that all of the other ones did? Something about 3 corpses? That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.